Hello guys, we'll talk about the blood coral. We'll talk about Jesus Christ and his blood coral, and I will talk about Medusa and her blood coral. And I will also talk about how both of these are scapegoats, and I cannot just talk about this without also noticing how things tie together that I talk about. It's this echo chamber, you know. I begin to talk about Aragonite, realize that that's the blood coral that Jesus is carrying on in the artwork long back in time, and suddenly when you look into the origin of the word coral, you realize that it comes from Medusa and her blood when she is slain. And it's here at the same time. Maybe it could be seen as a bit creepy if you are a new subscriber of mine. I have maybe 10 new subscribers, maybe 20. It's a bit creepy how it just ties together everything. I don't think it's creepy, it's just an echo chamber, you see. But this video is not mostly about the echo chamber, it is about the phenomena that we're seeing here and what it means. And I said a long time ago, I said that Medusa is a scapegoat. I even said that she is just like Christ, I said. And that's what's going on. And so why is she related to this blood coral? Why, right? Well, as I said, I will show you soon, but it's the origin of the word coral comes from Greek. It comes from Greek and it has to do with Medusa, but also in the mythology. In the Greek mythology, when Medusa is slain, her blood is flowing out of her head, I guess, and is mixed with the seaweed, and it becomes blood coral from that. It is hardened, and so the blood coral that Jesus Christ is carrying is coming from Medusa. So we have two of the scapegoats together here, one male, one female, and it's kind of good that it is like that, because there are two sexes, right? It's not only about men, right? So when it comes to women, what is it? It is someone that is a virgin losing her virginity and being judged because of that, I guess. Because that's the story of Medusa. she was the most beautiful virgin. She was more beautiful than Athena herself, and so Athena got enraged with her. So she cursed her and made her ugly. And yeah. But Medusa had 2 children, not only one, right? And she had babies with Poseidon, right? Poseidon took her virginity, and then yeah, we had this jealousy from the other, from the female god. Someone I had this comment about maybe Athena believed that she were more worthy of Poseidon, and so that's why she bothered him all the time, because she did bother Poseidon. You see, Poseidon was he had the interests close to the sea. He wanted that city that became Athens instead, right? But then she came, then Athena came, and she wanted democracy and so on. But when it comes to gods, when it comes to something that is really more powerful, there is no real need for democracy. I mean, yeah, that's another question, right? Let's not get into that. Right? But let me just show you quickly that it's indeed what I'm saying, that I'm not making this up. First of all, so when you search for blood of Medusa, you will see that what comes up is a blood coral. You see, it's the same coral that Jesus has, right? It's the symbol of the scapegoat. Or maybe because I talked about this, and it maybe is like this, maybe this is why I talked about this, and so it connected, right? I told you that Medusa is a scapegoat. Scapegoat is that you are being blamed for everything, basically, and it's a way for the population to express denial. They deny everything, and so they pick a cure to their denial. The cure is the scapegoat, the pharmakia. The pharmakia is the Greek word for scapegoat, and it becomes a cure to the population. That's why Jesus is crucified, for example, because he's a scapegoat, and because we are. I say that, you know, I said a while ago that squirrels is climbing trees, and what do? We scapegoat. That's humanity, right? It's our thing to do. That's what we are, right? We have this awareness, we have this brain which is very complicated, and we can't handle it, so we need to deny. Okay. So as you can see, the etymology of the word of Medusa itself is hinting on her rulership, her almost like there is some female representation of the Messiah, you know, the ruler or something, you know what I mean? So Medusa seems to have this connection to the Greek word for rule over Medu, but it is also the origin of the coral itself. You can see in this article Medusa's blood, they also realize that it's connected to the blood of Christ, and they have even this, there is a lot of artwork for this, but yeah, you see here he's using the coral almost like a sword, you see? Interesting, right? Here you can see dictionary coral, the word meaning, and you can see that coral itself comes from the word ancient Greek kore, referring to Medusa. Okay, so Medusa herself is literally the name of coral, you see, and so we get here. And the story itself, the mythology is so in so many ways it ties together undeniably, and it's the blood of Medusa leaking out on the seaweed and becoming blood coral, and so we have a female scapegoat, right, which lost her virginity. Okay, and had children. There's something about losing your virginity as a woman that has to do with scapegoating, right? Something about that. Okay, that's all. See you another time. Bye bye.